This tutorial is about how to create surveys using Google Forms. You begin by going into your Google Drive, go to Create, select Form, and first thing you would do is change the name from Untitled to an appropriate title. And then what I'm going to show you in this tutorial is how to create a variety of different types of questions for your survey. In here you can write a description, okay. Now here we go, your first question, and this first question is going to be a simple type of question that's going to ask the respondent what their favorite book is. And down here for the question type, I am going to select paragraph text. I don't know how long the title of the book would be, so that would probably be the safest. I am going to select required and then select done. I am now going to add an item. The next item is going to ask, what is your favorite movie? Again, I am going to make this a paragraph text type of question, so there's room for the person to fill in an answer. I'm going to make it a required question and click done. The next question I'm going to show you will be a different type of question. So I'm going to add here and this time I'm going to use a feature that is called Choose from a List. Okay, and I am going to be at a required. I like to make most of the questions on surveys required unless there's a reason not to. Okay, I'm going to add another item. I'm going to make this one paragraph text. Again, I am going to make it a required question. And I'm going to do one more question in this sample of showing you how to create a survey. Again, required. And although I said I was going to do one more, I think I'm going to try to show you also how to do checkboxes. So I'm going to add one more item. Okay, in this case, I'm going to take checkboxes. Again, making it a required question. And I'm going to stop the survey there for now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to view the form live. you're going to see the form looks somewhat plain. Notice the red asterisk next to all the questions indicating they're required. I'm going to go back to the form. Okay, and now what I want to do is show you how to change the theme so you have a different background. And these are some of the options that you are offered through using Google Drive. And for now, I think I will just take this one, Cherry Blossom, go OK, view the form live. And I think I'm fine with that. If I needed to edit the form, I could click here, but I'm going to use that particular style. And now what I'm going to do is show you how to embed this survey into a blogger post. So basically you would go to File. Notice is the choice called Embed. I am going to change the width of this because 760 pixels is too wide for a blogger post, and I'm going to bring it down to about 350. And the height should be okay, but I'll bring that down a little bit. Okay, and now when I go done, I've already started a blogger post, so I'm going to go to that one. And I put in my title, a little bit of text, and now I'm going to switch from the compose mode to the HTML and paste in the form. And notice it didn't quite take the width I asked for, so at this point I am going to change it. Okay, go back to compose. And there is my survey embedded in the post. Okay, if you wanted to change the width or height, you can. I don't think it's necessary. And for now, I'm just going to hit save. I'm not going to hit preview. I'm not going to publish it. This is just a tutorial to show you the basics of how to create a survey using Google Form and how to embed it into a blogger post. As you start to create surveys using Google Forms, you may need to do some editing, which you certainly could go back and do. And if you've already embedded your form on a post, all those edits will be shown and it'll be automatically updated. In another tutorial, I will show you how to go find the survey responses that you've received. Okay, but if you right now notice I've gone back into my Google Drive. This particular, it's set up two different files here on Google Drive. One is the survey and one is the one where it's receiving responses. Of course, if I click on that now, there's no responses coming in. But had some responses come in, I would go back to my Google Drive and again take the automatic one with responses as they're coming in to see what kind of responses people had to the survey. And that's about it for this particular tutorial. I hope it was helpful for you. And the best thing to do is to try to yourself to create a survey using Google Form and try to embed it in a blog post and see how it works out. And troubleshoot from there. Thank you very much for listening. I did want to add just a few more points. Number one, you probably noticed that the form that was embedded in my blog post did not look like the one that you had seen when I was embedding the cherry blossom. And that's because I actually, at the time that I was doing this tutorial, had two surveys open. One I created before I did the tutorial, and then one I was creating as I was going along. So the first one I had created was this one. And when I actually grabbed the embed code over here, and it didn't take the right height and width, that was because I was using this survey where I hadn't changed it. But if I had gone back here and I took the embed code from this particular version of it, it would have taken the right width and height. But in any event, when you are creating these surveys and embedding them in blog posts, or for that matter, when you're using embed codes from other types of programs, do check the width before you put it into a blog post. Some of the widths default to widths that are really much too wide for your blog post, and it'll look a little awkward once you hit the publish button in your Blogger account. So be aware of that. And I think that's really about all I want to tell you for now regarding how to use the form feature in Google Apps for creating surveys. It's a fairly straightforward process, and as I said before, I just encourage you to go in and experiment and enjoy the process. And for now, try creating a survey, just a general one that you perhaps could use with your peers, and embed it in a blog post, and then go back into your Google Drive and look for the responses as they're coming in. Once again, thank you for listening and your patience with listening to the additional information that I've added at the end of this tutorial.